Hello, friends, and welcome back to the live broadcast of the WELLthy Moves podcast. The WELLthy Moves podcast gives you tips, techniques, and mindset shifts to help you on your journey. And this series of the WELLthy Moves podcast is about the Yoga Teacher Archetypes. So if you missed that first episode or that first Instagram live, definitely go back and check that out as I go over all 8 Yoga Teacher Archetypes. Now there's 8 limbs of yoga and 8 yoga teacher archetypes, which actually was not even my train of thought when I created this. One of my friends pointed that out to me a little earlier in my yoga teacher archetype journey. And I was like, oh, wow, I think that's a sign and I'm going to roll with it. So if you haven't heard all 8 yoga teacher archetypes, definitely check out that first episode because today we're going to do a deep dive into the yoga teacher archetype of the collegiate. So you know how I love to do things short, sweet, and to the point, so let's hop right in. So have you ever wondered what type of yoga teacher best resonates with you? Like, who are you as a yoga teacher? Why do you do the things that you do as a yoga teacher as far as teaching, the type of business that you run, the type of classes that you like to teach, the areas that you teach at, the different offerings that you have? Have you ever wondered why? That is what the yoga teacher archetypes teach us. I'm on this big mission right now of saying what is right with you. So many things in our lives tell us what's wrong with us, right? There's so many self-help books out there. There are all these Instagram posts that tell you what you're doing wrong. I want to talk about what's right with you. And that's where the yoga teacher archetypes really came in and came from, is this place of me wanting to help other yoga teachers to learn what's right with them and how they can take who they are to better themselves even more. So the first archetype that we're doing that deep dive in, again, is the collegiate archetype. Now, the first way to find out what archetype you are is to take the yoga teacher archetype quiz. So visit doyogawithbree.com/yoga teacher archetype, or you can visit sabrina.zealous or sabrinazealous.com/yoga teacher archetype. Doesn't matter which one you go to, you're going to get the same result. But definitely take the Yoga Teacher Archetype quiz. If you're watching this on Instagram, you just can click that link in bio to get there. If you're listening to this as a Spotify podcast or an Apple podcast, check the show notes and take the quiz. It's free, as well as there's going to be tons of freebies that are dropping at the end of this month to help you out. So definitely check it out. So the collegiate archetype is that lifelong learner. They are that svadhyaya queen, okay? Svadhyaya meaning self-study, if you didn't know already. They are dedicated to that self-study in a way that's a little different than the other yoga teacher archetypes. I know what you're thinking. I love self-study. Like, it's part of being a yoga teacher. We are the forever learners, which is like the stereotypical yoga teacher answer. And I get it. I'm there with you. I love self-study as well. But the yoga teacher archetype of the collegiate takes it to a whole nother level. They hit that 500 RYT and they hit the ground running, okay? So now they've done subtle body classes. They've done philosophy. They're that person that is the Jane of all trades, and they have taken from yin to vinyasa flow to power yoga. They've taken all of those different courses, and it's because they love that knowledge. They want to invest in their yoga education so they can offer specialized expertise and different things and see where it takes them as a person. It's also part of their self-discovery journey is always learning. So though we all like to learn, there's a little something different about the collegiate. They take it to the next level. They're that person that can tell you the Yoga Sutra and go over it in detail and tell you like what page in the book it is. Okay, that is the collegiate. That's the kind of self-studier we're talking about here. So they are super attracted to the science and the philosophy behind yoga, and they take all of that knowledge from all their courses and workshops and they bring it back into their communities. They lead specialized workshops for it. They put it into their classrooms. They love that knowledge, and then they share that knowledge with other people. That is the collegiate archetype. So you might be wondering why you should care about discovering your yoga teacher archetype. If you're the collegiate, why you should do a deeper dive into it. And it's because knowing who you are provides valuable insight into your practice, into how you teach, and into how you conduct your yoga business. It teaches you what is uniquely YOU. And as humans, that is what we do. We love to learn more about ourselves. That's why Ancestry DNA is so successful, because we are learning more about our history and our past and our families. That is why astrology is so successful, because people want to know what their astrological sign means, or when people look up their angel numbers. That's why all of those things are so freaking successful, is because we want to know what makes us uniquely YOU. And that is why learning your Yoga Teacher Archetype will help you on your journey, because not only are we going to learn about what's uniquely you, but we're going to do a deep dive into what is right with you and how to take that and bring it back into your classroom, how that impacts your students, and how you can use that for your yoga biz and brand. So let's talk a little bit more about the collegiate, because they're not just the teachers, they are the wisdom learners, okay? They're the ones that want to sit at the feet of the guru kind of person. If you're someone who craves more than just the physical postures, which many of us do, that's why we're the teachers, right? And you want to have this divine understanding of the yoga's essence. You want to learn more than just the India version of yoga. Maybe you've even moved over into the Kemetic yoga and the African yoga. You want to have just this over-encompassing knowledge. That is you. You are the collegiate. And if you are a student that wants that knowledge and wants to keep learning more, the collegiate is the perfect yoga teacher for you. So how can you find out if you're the collegiate or one of the other 7 archetypes? As I mentioned, make sure to take the Yoga Teacher Archetype quiz. Again, there's going to be tons of freebies that drop at the end of this month. So I want you to get your hands on those, things that are going to help you better yourself as a teacher, as well as give back to yourself, and then help build your yoga brand. I am so excited that you got to tune in today. Thank you so much for listening. You know I love to do things short, sweet, and to the point. So thank you.